Hello everyone, my name is Richard Wiebert for those of you who do not know me, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is and simple to set up an autoresponder, and I'm going to show you an example through your8steps.com, our membership site. And what I want to do and get across to you is that how simple it really is to set an autoresponder up, and with the done for you aspects of your 8 steps, we have made it even simpler for you because we have already written an email series that you can have access to with just a simple share code that automatically puts it into your campaign that you set up through your autoresponder, and done for you squeeze pages in your 8 steps that also we will connect in this video and show you how easy this is to do, and these squeeze pages are all done for you as well. Now, that's the thing I really want to get across to you, is to not be afraid to set up an autoresponder, and don't hesitate from doing so. Having an autoresponder is the #1 way you're going to make money online and using it to build your list. If you do not do this, you will fail online, I guarantee you. My first 2 years online, I failed miserably because I refused to build my list. Excuse me. And in doing so, I harmed or wasted 2 years of time not making progress forward. I mean, sure, I learned some things and I learned what not to do, but I could have been way ahead of the game had I been building my own list. So when I finally started building my own list, I made more money in the next 30 days than I made in the prior 2 years. Now, you can obviously see the importance of building your list, because when I started being able to follow up and communicate with people, that's when I started to make money. And that's the key to building your list, is you can follow up with people. You can keep in contact with them. It takes an average of around 6 to 7 times of someone viewing your offer before they will sign up with you or buy from you. So how else are you going to get your offer in front of them 6 to 7 times if you're not building your list? See, the only way you're going to be able to accomplish this is by building your list, because you can, as long as a person stays subscribed to your list, which the majority of people do, you can share with them for forever, for as long as you have your business. It's doing the work once instead of doing it multiple times, because if you only advertise an affiliate page, and somebody takes a look at it and they're not interested right that second, they're gone. You have to go out and do the work again and advertise your affiliate page a whole bunch more times to get it in front of somebody again. Where if the person subscribed but they weren't quite ready to react, you can follow up with them by sending a series of emails, and at some point their mind may change and they decide to join or buy something that you are promoting or a product. So the key to your success online now, long term, is to be building your list, and it really is simple to do, and it's not complicated. And I'm going to run through this really quick, and actually I'm going to do this in somebody else's account. I needed a volunteer so I could create this video to show you how simple this process is. So I'm already logged into your 8 steps, and the thing that we're going to do is we're going to use GVO or Peer Leverage as the autoresponder. You need an autoresponder service to be building your list. It's how you do it. Now, GVO and Peer Leverage are owned by the same company, so the autoresponder setup is the same for both of them. And when I start this process here, you'll see that how easy it is to access the autoresponder and start getting it set up. So in your 8 steps, I'm already logged in, and there's more than one step. There's 8 steps and 2 different paths. I'm just going to skip over right now to step number 4, because obviously I'm using somebody's account who's already signed up for GVO. So I'm going to go to step number 4 and basically follow the setup, which we have laid out for you, a series of a couple videos and written instructions as well. And this makes it really simple to do this process. So the first thing we're going to do is set up your campaign. And we're going to go into GVO. I'm logged in. This is the page you would land on if you had joined GVO and logged in. And what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down here, and we're going to go to Autoresponder on the left-hand side. And I'm going to make this a little bigger so hopefully you can see this a little clearer. But right here on the left-hand side is the autoresponder. Now you get several different products with being a member of GVO, but the thing we're going to focus on today is getting your autoresponder set up. This is the most important. So now we're going to click on autoresponder. And now this is going to take you to a page like this because you have no campaign set up. If you had some campaigns set up, they would show here and a bunch of other buttons would show as well. But because you don't, this is the first step, is to either create, your campaign, and otherwise what we're going to do is we're going to use a share code from your 8 steps that we have for you. And this is in the very first part, setting up your 8 steps campaign. And this is the code that's going to allow us to share a done-for-you email series that is going to be plugged in with all your information. So now you're going to copy that code, and we're going to go back to GVO, and we're going to put it in one of these boxes here. Now, the shared campaign is not dependent. You can edit some options and follow-up messages of the campaign. You cannot. You need to use the one that get the campaign by code of this first one right here. You can get a copy of campaign by code. The shared, some of it you cannot edit or anything. So that's why we're not going to use the second one. Shared campaign is pretty much once you have that set up, the letters are not editable. And we want it so that you can edit this campaign because this is going to be your campaign here. So now we're just going to click on, we copied the code in there, and now we're just going to copy get campaign. And now we are going to go to the rest of this part here to set it up. It brings you to it automatically. And you can see the campaign name, your 8 steps. And what we're going to do is just type in underneath there for description, your 8 steps marketing system. And that's just to give it a description. And that's what we're doing here, is just getting this campaign set up, the first step in it all. And we have the automatic email settings that come up whenever you set up a campaign in GVO or Pure Leverage. It pulls this information from your account. And what we're going to do is we're going to change to the person's name, which I'm doing this for Samuel. So what it does pull up is your username, and now I'm going to pull up or put in his name so that when people get the email, that it's going to say Samuel's name instead of his username. So that's why I'm putting that in there. Now down here, the company name, your 8 steps, that automatically pulled up because of that share code. And a link did as well. What we need to do is put a link in here, and we're going to go get ours in your 8 steps by going to the affiliate toolbox. And we're going to scroll down, and we're going to copy this main affiliate link. This would be Samuel's affiliate link. So we're going to copy that, and we're going to go into here and paste this in here. And we're going to get rid of the other one in there and delete it out, because it automatically pulls one from the shared campaign. So now we change it to yours, and this is what you would do. You would put in your direct affiliate link for your 8 steps, or if this was a different campaign you were setting up, you would put the main affiliate link for that program or system that you're promoting. So now we got all that filled out. You want to check this, notify about a new subscriber. If you want to get the notification in your email that you have just gotten a new subscriber, meaning somebody opted into your list. I like to get these, so I would check it if I was you. But otherwise, it's just your basic information here that gets put in here, and part of it's pulled from the share campaign from that code. But otherwise, your name, it automatically pulls up your username. We changed it to your name, in this case Samuel, because I'm doing this for him. The from email, you got to have that notification email. That's where the notifications are going to go that you got a new subscriber. Now, the only thing we changed down here was we put in Samuel's affiliate link. That's what you would be doing. You'd put in your 8 steps affiliate link, or main link for whatever you're promoting for that campaign that you set up. And in this case, we're using your 8 steps. So now all we would do is click Edit, and that campaign is there. And you can see right now there are 0 subscribers because nobody has subscribed to this campaign yet because we just set it up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Global Fields, because in the instructions in your 8 steps, so I just clicked on underneath here, Global Fields. I'm going to try to enlarge this a little bit more. But you can see, if you read under these blue tabs here, you got all these different words, and in here you got Global Fields. And you make sure that's for this campaign, and you have that over to the right here of your 8 steps. Because that's the campaign we're working on. And there is a little drop-down menu over here you can click on to change the campaign if you had multiple campaigns set up. And the reason you're not seeing that little drop-down menu on this screen is because I enlarged my screen so large so that you could see the rest of this in detail. So now that we clicked on the global fields, what we want to do is change these 2 things here, because again this pulled up the shared campaign information. So in this case, what a person would want to do is put in their Skype ID, because that's in part of the instructions. So if you go back to your 8 steps and go back to path 1, step number 4, and you scroll down, you'll see that it's asking for you to put in your Skype ID. If you don't have Skype, then just leave it blank. But delete out this Skype name in here, because that is my partner Brenda's that gets pulled up in the shared campaign. So delete that out if you don't have Skype yet. But I recommend that you get Skype, because Skype is another very effective way to keep in contact with people, and to be able to, you can actually talk live to anyone, anywhere in the world for free by using Skype. You just go to skype.com and download the program. And it's desktop based on your computer. So what you want to do is change that, and I'm going to have to go get Samuel's ID here, so I'm going to need to log into Skype. So I'm going to log into Skype here real quick. And now I'm logged in, so I'm going to go to my recent conversations and go to Samuel. And use Samuel's profile. And get his Skype name, which is right here in his profile, which is Gata3345. So I got to go back here, type that in, Gata, and I just got to double check so I didn't miss something. So Gata38345. So now I go back here, Gata38345. Okay, so I got that Skype ID for him in there. I'm just going to go back here and sign out of Skype now. Okay, now our email series that we're setting up for people has email in the series that refers to a program called Traffic Witch. Traffic Witch is a traffic exchange you build traffic to your opt-in pages with. And so I'm going to need to go to Traffic Witch, and I don't think Samuel has this set up yet. So I'm going to go to the Downline Builder tab in your 8 steps, click on that, and I'm going to go to, scroll down now, and I'm going to go to Traffic Exchanges Downline Builder. And he has not set these up yet, because Samuel's a new member and has just joined, and he became a member of GVO right away so that he could get building his list. He started following instructions from the very beginning, exactly what they say. And he just hasn't gotten to the step yet to fill this out. So for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Traffic Witch, and I'm just going to grab my own ID out of here, and I will change this later for Samuel. But for right now, I'm just going to grab my affiliate link and put it in there until he joins Traffic Witch. So now what I'm going to do though is I'm going to click on the affiliate toolbox. The tab on the left hand side here, affiliate toolbox. There's tabs all up down the left hand side once you're logged in. And that's usually where you find your main affiliate links. It's going to be called affiliate toolbox or promote or affiliate, it could just say. But it's going to have something, you know, or earn commissions, earn money. People name it different things, but that's generally where you find all your marketing tools, just like your 8 steps. In ours, you know, ours is called Affiliate Toolbox. Well, in this one, it's called Affiliate Toolbox as well. So what we need for this is the whole link. And I'm showing you this so you see exactly what you need to put in there. So you'd be putting in the whole link for Traffic Witch. So you'd copy this whole link, and you'd bring it over here to GVO to these global fields, and you would paste it in here. Now, I could have just left that one in there, but I wanted to show you how to get it so that you can see it show up and where you get it from. So now what we're going to do is everything else just leave, and that's the global fields. Now you click Update, and that'll be successfully updated. So now we move on in your 8 steps to go back to path 1, step number 4, to where the setup instructions are. And we go in here and we start following the rest. We got the campaign all set up. Now we did everything that it says in here to do and what the video says in step number 4 to do. That's done. So now we move on to what we do next, which is get your form code. So what I'm going to do now is go in here in GVO, and I'm going to get the form code, because in this particular setup of these squeeze pages below, it calls for the whole form code. So now what I'm going to do is go back into GVO, and again, these tabs at the top, I make sure that I'm on the Your 8 Steps campaign over here, just like it says in this box over here. Otherwise, like I told you earlier, there's a little drop-down menu. You click on it, and you would click on the campaign you're trying to get the form for. So I'm going to click on Forms now because I'm on the right campaign that we just set up. I click on Forms, and you can see that there are no forms set up yet. And that is because we just set up this campaign and haven't done that yet. For each campaign that you set up a form if you need to draw the information from it for anything in setups. So here, we're going to click here to create a new form. And what we're going to do is the form name is the first thing at the top. It comes with the form FD7173FO as the form name. We're going to change that, and we're going to change it to, we're just going to put, for this, Your 8 Steps. Okay, and we're going to change this thank you page from English Mail. We're going to change this to a custom mural. Okay, now we're going to go back to Your 8 Steps here. And in the instructions, we're going to grab this affiliate link, which is Samuel's, in the instructions of where it shows it for you, and it'll show you yours inside Your 8 Steps. In this step, it shows you your link as well. Then we're going to come over here to GVO in your Autoresponder, and we're going to paste this in this first field under the custom mural. And we're going to paste that link in there. Then I'm going to use my mouse cursor, and I'm going to arrow button and go all the way over to the left to make sure there's no space there, to make sure the link is in there right. And then on the already subscribed thank you page right below it, I'm also going to put that same link. And again, I'm going to use my arrow key and go all the way over and make sure there's no space before the H. I'm going to uncheck double opt-in because we're going to make this single opt-in. And now I'm going to scroll down, and I believe with this one there's nothing else left to do, and that is the last thing. So what we're going to do back in GVO again is everything here stays the same, and all we did was change the form name, gave it a name of Your 8 Steps thank you page. We chose custom mural. We put Samuel's direct affiliate link for the thank you page and already subscribed thank you page, and put it in both spots, scrolled over, made sure there was no space before it. Unchecked double opt-in, and that's all we did. Now we go down here and we click the Create button. Okay, now there is a form, and you can see the form name over here to the left, Your 8 Steps. Now what we're going to do is these little blue buttons over here under Action, the word Action, there's Edit. You could edit it and bring you back to that page we were just on where we created it, and Preview, and then we got this one called HTML. It's the third blue button. We're going to click on that because that's the form code we want, and a pop-up box is going to pop up, and what you want to do is copy everything that's in here. So now copy it, close it out, go back to your 8 steps, go to this in step number 4, path 1, where we put the form code in, and we're going to paste it in this box. Okay, now that's all pasted in there, and we're going to hit update your 8 steps autoresponder code. So we click on that, and now that is locked in there. So that code is in there, and we have the campaign set up, and see, there's your code. And now we're going to scroll down. Remember, we did this on step number 4, path number 1, right up here. In a drop-down menu, clicked on step number 4. That's where you find this. And now we're going to scroll down, and I'm going to show you something here. Those are some more written instructions for setting up a peer leverage page. And that's where you would put the information here. But we're not going to do this one right now. And that's because Samuel's not a member of Peer Leverage yet. And we're going to scroll down, and what you would do is you would upload your picture now so you can brand the pages, meaning it's going to show you a picture of you. Branding is very important. The more people see you out in your face, the more they trust you. They get to know your face, your name online. And so this is very important. What you would do is browse your computer just like you would do with most programs where you can add a photo of yourself. And then after you found it, you would double click on it, and then you would click on this upload button. And then that picture is going to show up on the pages that we have made for you, where they are brandable, so you can put your face on it. And then after you did that, you scroll down here, and all these links here are already encoded to your affiliate link, your affiliate ID number. And these pages are all going to build your list now, but they're all connected to your GVO Autoresponder. So when somebody opts into one of these pages, and I'm just going to grab one of these and pop it out here real quick for you. And this is the page, and it's enlarged right now, so it's not showing up exactly the way it should be, because like I said, enlarged the page is really big so that you can see most of what I'm doing much easier. But now when somebody puts their full name and email into this form, that's going to build your list. They're going to go on your list in GVO, and you can email them now what you're promoting or share things with them, what you're having success with, or how to do things. Just like how you're going to most likely receive a copy of this video is I'm going to have emailed it to you. That's the magic of being able to email and be able to communicate with people. I can communicate with 10,000 people with the push of a button. That's where you see, when you see advertisements online about people pushing a button and making $20,000 in a shot in 24 hours or something, that's how they're doing it. They're doing it by email marketing because they have already built their list. And let's say they joined XYZ program, and inside XYZ there's a paid membership for $30 a month, and so many people chose to purchase that from that person. Once he sends an email out, or she, to their whole list of people, and a bunch of them decide they're going to become a member and pay that money, it's instant commissions. It's push button commissions. It may have taken more work along the way to build a relationship and communicate with those people, but this is the only true form of push-button profits, is building your list. And there's a lot of work that goes into building your list, but it's definitely worth it because you can build relationships with people and communicate with them, and that's the key to marketing online. So I really just want you to understand that, and don't do like I did and wait to build your list for 2 years, because you will be a long ways away from your goal, and it's almost like starting over when you finally decide that you're going to listen to people that are successful online and start building your list. So there you have it. That's how simple it is to set up. Those pages are all connected to your autoresponder. You can advertise every one of these pages, and they're all going to build your list in GVO, and you're going to get the subscriber notifications, and you can go in and email your list, and it's super simple. When you go into GVO, and you see this campaign here, your 8 steps campaign, we're still on it. And you can click on this messages button and these blue buttons. You can click on this messages button and go here. And if you wanted to add a follow-up, these other white buttons, highlighted words underneath the blue ones, you can add a follow-up letter. You can send a broadcast, meaning it goes to your entire list. And when you do that, if I click on send broadcast, basically you come down here and write a subject line, put your email, copy and paste it, or write it in here. Put it in the text message part as well. Then scroll down here and click add, and then you will click on another button to send it out if it's a broadcast. It's really that simple. There's nothing complicated about this. It's just a lot of times people are afraid that they won't be able to do it, and that's what I want to do, is take away your fear. You know, we're here to help you, and you ever get stuck, I mean, we have videos you can watch, or you can contact us directly on Skype or through email, and you know, we'll help you get through it. I mean, but the point I want to make is that this is really simple to do. And now we're going to actually, for pro members, I'm going to set up Samuel's pro pages as well, because these members are these links here. All free members have access to, all free members of your 8 steps have access to setting up their list, just like we did this process, and they can advertise these pages as a free member. And pro members can too. But we also have made another link up here that free members don't see in your 8 steps called Pro Squeeze pages. And there's also pro member bonuses, and there's more downloads in the download section that pro members get. And these Pro Squeeze pages are an additional setup that we're going to do inside GVO, and set up these Pro Squeeze pages to be connected to their Samuel's GVO Autoresponder as well. And it's not hard to do. So we're going to click on this Pro Squeeze page, and I'm going to show you this Pro Squeeze pages too, because you should be a pro member of your 8 steps if you're serious about making money. And again, each section has a follow-through, written instructions and video to follow if you ever get lost or need help in doing this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up another form. That's what we're going to do to hook up these Pro Squeeze pages, is by setting up some additional forms. So now that we're in GVO again, I'm going to go to forms, because we're still on your 8 steps campaign. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button underneath the blue ones here, the white words, create form. So I'm going to create another form, and same thing we go through, but I'm going to follow the instructions in your 8 steps, because this is what everybody should do. You know, we did what it just said, click on forms and click on create form. We did that. Use the following settings. We're going to name this form name Pro Squeeze, so I'm going to copy that like it says in the instructions. I'm going to go here to GVO, and where it says form name, I'm going to delete that out of there and paste in Pro Squeeze, because that's what we're going to call this form. We're going to change the English mail to custom mural again. We're going to go up here in your 8 steps, and it says in the box below, put this link for custom mural. So now we're going to copy that, highlight it, copy, go back to GVO, copy it in there. Then what we're going to do is use the mouse cursor again and the arrow button and go all the way over to the left, make sure there's no space there so that it shows up right, and paste it in. Already subscribed as well. I did it backwards, but it doesn't matter. Still the same thing. You want that link pasted in both of these. And then we're going to uncheck double opt-in like it says in the instructions. We're going to scroll down. Now I'm going to go back to your 8 steps and see if it says for us to do anything else, because it's been a while since I've set up my own. It says uncheck double opt-in. We did. Uncheck required and visible in front of full name. Okay, so that's exactly what it means. We go over here to GVO, and where it says full name right here, we want to uncheck required and uncheck visible. So we followed what the instructions said. Now we'll go to your 8 steps, and is there anything else we need to change? Nope. We need to copy get access now for the submit text. I almost forgot about that. Copy that. Go back to GVO, where it says submit text right here. Now we go into this box to the right, and we copy and paste that in there. Get access now. So now we have done everything that that particular instruction told us to do. And now we click Create. And now we have an additional form created called Pro Squeeze. Again, we're going to go over here to copy. This time we're going to copy a different thing here. But we're going to click on that same HTML button. And here the whole form code is going to pop up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy the campaign code. And you can find it right up here. You see the word campaign code, value equals, and then you have this number with letters in it. So what we're going to do is copy everything between those quotations. So we're copying everything from, in this case, an 8 to the letter B. In your case, it could be different letters and numbers. But that's what we're going to copy because it's the campaign code is what we want. So now we're going to copy that, minimize that, and we're going to go to your 8 steps. Scroll down to where it says enter your form codes below. So now we're going to put campaign code. We're going to paste that in the campaign code box. And now go back to GVO. And again, I need one more thing from that HTML. So I'm going to click on the HTML button again for the Pro Squeeze. And it's going to pop up. And this time we go to the line that says form ID and value equals. And what we're going to take again is everything in the quotations. And in this case, from the number 4 to the number 5. Everything inside the quotations, but don't take the quotations ever. Now we copy that, close this out, go back over to your 8 steps, and paste in the form ID. Now the other thing we need to set this up is we need Samuel's username for GVO. So I'm going to go in GVO here and go to his Start Here button on the left-hand side and affiliate Eurostats because there I'll be able to find his username. So I'm going to click on that, and at the end of, or in one of these links, here's his username. And I need to copy it. Yeah, let's copy it from here for now. Okay, I've copied his username. Now I'm going to go back to your 8 steps, and that's what username they want here. They want your username from GVO. Okay, that's what we want to put in here, the username and for this form for the Pro Squeeze page setup. And I got to delete something out of here. Just got to leave Samuel's username in there. So now we found the 3 things that we need for this particular squeeze page. So now we just hit Update Autoresponder. And okay, that Pro Squeeze page will work for you now. You could take this Pro Squeeze page and start advertising it, and it's fully connected to your autoresponder. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up the next one, because there's a bunch of Pro Squeeze pages in here to set up. So we're going to scroll down and go to Pro Squeeze page 2. And again, we're going to start off the same process, which is really simple. We go to GVO, go up back to, scroll down, I got to go back to the autoresponder. So I click on the autoresponder, go back to where your 8 steps campaign is. Okay, we're back to your 8 steps campaign here. And what I'm going to do is click on forms again, just like we did for the other one. And we're going to create another form. I'm going to scroll down, and again, go to your 8 steps instructions. I'm going to copy Pro Squeeze 2. That's what we're going to call this one for this setup. I'm going to copy that, paste it in on top of the form numbers and letters that are there, and put this as Pro Squeeze 2, because then we have something recognizable that we know where that form, which one it goes to inside your 8 steps. And then again, we're going to change the thank you page to custom URL, and we're going to go to your 8 steps and instructions in this particular one, and we're going to copy the landing page, which has already got Samuel's ID, and it would already have yours for your 8 steps. We're going to come back here, copy it in for the thank you page. I'm going to use my arrow key, go all the way over to the left, make sure there's no space before it. And we're going to put it in the already subscribed thank you page and paste it. And I'm going to do the same thing with the arrow key. I'm going to uncheck double opt-in because in the instructions it says to do that. And now I'm going to look to what else it says. So back in the instructions, uncheck double opt-in, uncheck required and visible again. So I go in front of full name, right here again. In front of it, uncheck required, uncheck visible. Go back to the instructions, see if there's anything else I need to do. And I need to submit text change to get access now. So I'm going to go back to GVO now that I copied it, and that's going to go into this submit box right here. I'm going to delete out submit and paste over it with get access now. Now that that's set up, I am going to create it. Okay, now we have ProSqueeze 2 set up. Now again, we need to do the same thing. We need to get the HTML form code and form ID from it. So I'm going to click on that. This box is going to pop up, and again, first thing we're going to grab is a campaign code. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go over here to your 8 steps, scroll down and put it in the campaign code. My button would work here. Okay, paste that in there. So the form code's in the campaign code. Now we're going to go to form ID. And I still have that box open, so I'm going to click on it. Now we go to the next line below that where the form ID is located. And again, we take everything between the quotation marks to just the numbers. And now I'm going to come over here for form ID, paste that in there. And again, we want Samuel's username, so I'll just scroll up to where we put it in up here and copy it. And in this case, it would be your username, like I said, for GVO. Or if you're doing this through Pure Leverage, it would be Pure Leverage username. Okay, now it's pasted in there, and that one's done. So now we'll hit Update Autoresponder Code 2. And now we have the first pages all set up. And now this squeeze page here, you'd be able to go out and use and start advertising it. It would build your list in GVO. Because those forms are all attached to your 8 steps campaign that we set up. Now we're going to do the third and fourth one. And we're going to do the same thing. Again, we're going to create another form. So we're going to go back to GVO. We're going to click on Create Form. We're going to come over here. We're going to go to your 8 steps instructions, and this time we're going to get ProSqueeze page 3 is what we're going to name it. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go to GVO. We're going to change the form name, copy and delete over it, ProSqueeze 3. We're going to change this to custom URL. We're going to go over to your 8 steps, grab the referral link that it says for in this instruction for this particular links, and copy that. Go back over to GVO. Change, we've already selected custom URL, put this in there for the thank you page, use the arrow key, scroll over to the left, no space before it, everything looks right. Do the same thing for already subscribed, uncheck double opt-in, and go back to the instructions, see if there's anything else we need to do this in, the submit text. Nothing else to change with this one except the submit, what the submit button will say. So again, we go to the submit text, submit, copy over and delete that, paste in our new yes, tell me more, and now the only thing left to do is click create. And now that form is created, so now we need to get the HTML things that we need, the form ID and stuff again. So we click on that third blue button, the HTML, and I better close this one out first though because I have this one open already. So I click on that button, it'll pop up like it did in the other ones we did, and again I'm going to copy the campaign code, take that, go to your 8 steps, scroll down, put the campaign code where it goes, and go back to GVO, find that page again, click on the form ID that we need again. So now we click on copy the form ID, go back to your 8 steps, put the form ID. And another thing to point out is, always make sure that there's no space before this neither, otherwise that'll screw it up. So if you actually pasted it out here, And see how that's off now? You have a space here. Then it's not going to work. So make sure that there is no space before any of these when you paste these in here. And then again, I need Samuel's username for GVO, so I copy that and I put that in for the username. And now this one is done as well. Now we just hit update autoresponder code 3 and we click update. And now we have 4 different squeeze pages all set up, because that one sets up Pro Squeeze 3 and 4. And what's the important thing about following instructions? I get people ask me questions all the time and stuff, and a lot of times we skip over stuff because we think we understand or know, and we forget to read the instructions, and then we miss something, and it can be critical because you miss something that you forgot to put in, or put in the wrong thing because you just didn't take the time to watch the instructions or read them. And so that's why I make sure I go through this really exact, like, with every little thing, because I want you to set it up correctly. It is really simple, stupid, super easy to set up. And like I said, I don't want you to be afraid of setting this up. If this is what's stopping you from building your list, you need to get these set up now and join GVO and join Pure Leverage and set up these pages so you can start advertising and building your list, because you can see how easy it is. We've walked through this just one after another, and it's really the same process. It's just doing it once, and you can do it a million times. We got one left to set up, and we'll be done with this. So I'm going to do one more here for Samuel, and we're going to set up Pro Squeeze 5 and 6, and we're going to name this one Pro Squeeze Stage 5. So what we're going to do is copy that ahead of time. Go to GVO. We know what to do now. We're going to create a new form. So we click on Create Form. We're going to scroll down, and we are going to rename it Pro Squeeze 5. We're going to change this to Custom URL. We're going to go back to the instructions, see what link we're supposed to use. There's Samuel's link that he needs to use for this one. We're going to copy that. Copy. We're going to bring that over here to GVO. Paste that in under Thank You page. We're also going to scroll over with the arrow button and make sure there's no space there. We're going to pop it in the already subscribed. Scroll over again. This is just repetitious. Uncheck double opt-in. Scroll down. See what else we need to do in the instructions. All we need to do is change the submit button on this one. So copy yes, let me in, copy it, go back over here to GVO, copy over the submit, paste in, let me in. Everything is good to go for that one. And now we will hit create. Now we'll go to that Pro Squeeze page 5. We'll click on that third button over again, the HTML. First, I got to close it out over here because I left my other one open. So when we click on this blue button, the HTML one, it pops up for you. And again, we want the campaign code. So I'm copying the campaign code, bringing that over to your 8 steps, popping that in there. Now I'll go back to my page, get the form ID, copy everything between quotations right there, and then close this out, bring my form ID to here. No, this is Samuel's, but then I'm also going to go get his username again, so I can paste it in the username spot. And again, this is his username for GVO. These 3 identifying markers are how the squeeze pages recognizes whose autoresponder this is going to, because these are markers that GVO uses, which is the campaign code and the form ID, why we set up the forms, and the username of the person, the holder of the GVO autoresponder account. And that's how you're able to integrate to a page that's already done and it be totally connected to your autoresponder. So now we're going to click on Update Autoresponder Code 4. And we have one left to do. I'm sorry about that. We do have one left to do. So we're going to click on Update Autoresponder Code and go back to your 8 steps. And I think 3 and 4 we did. Pro squeeze page 3 and 4. Pro squeeze page 5 and 6. Okay, no, we got them all done. I was just confused there for a second because my partner has a label in one of these that makes it doesn't match the name of the Pro Squeeze page, but that's okay. So that's how simple it is. All those are all set up now for Samuel, every one of them, and you got all these different pages. You can go out there and advertise. They are already, connected to your autoresponder. And here's a great thing my partner did. Is she created a video squeeze page where all you need to do is put your YouTube video ID in here. And I don't know if Samuel has done one yet or anything. I don't think he has. But you would just paste it in there and hit Update Video ID. And then this squeeze page right down here at the bottom will be you talking on the video instead of our regular video that's on the Your 8 Steps affiliate page. This would be you talking. So this is another great way to brand you. I really encourage you to do that. Some people have done some awesome videos that they had never done video before, and they decided to do it, and it's a great experience and great way to learn how to start doing videos. So I really encourage you to do that, and you just get your video ID from YouTube, you pop it in here, click on Update, and this squeeze page we already connected. So it's already connected to your autoresponder because this one actually connected squeeze pages 5 and 6. This code, this last one we just did right here. So now it's all set up. That's how easy and simple it was to set up all the your autoresponder and your campaigns all set up, complete with emails. And if you click on messages here in GVO, because we're on the your 8 steps campaign that we set up, click on messages, and you will see that here is the emails that are going to start to go out to people when they subscribe. And these are the ones we wrote for you. And inside each one, if I click on edit, I'm going to show you something. These messages all use tags to pull your information. So all these different tags in here, these are going to pull your information that is needed to send the message out correctly. And a lot of times what people ask me that I'm going to cover here is what they'll do is I'm going back to the messages, and I'm going to minimize this now, make it smaller, because otherwise I won't be able to show you. But over here, what they'll do is they'll click on one of these, this one that looks like a mail, and they'll test it, and they'll send it to themselves. Unfortunately, when you test messages that are using tags, it won't send it out correctly to you the way it's supposed to look. Here is the best way to test this all now that you got it set up, is you would go to your 8 steps, you would grab one of your links and subscribe to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and grab squeeze page number 5. Okay, so we're going to grab that. We're going to come up here and paste this in a browser and open this up. And this is Samuel's squeeze page.
Hi and welcome to...
We have the index page set up for pro members so that it is a squeeze page where people can opt into your news, your autoresponder, your newsletter. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to subscribe to this to test it. And normally what I would have is, Samuel would do this because Samuel would be the one setting it up. But like I said, I helped them out do this because I needed a volunteer. So I'm just going to test this out for him as well. And this is what you would do in your own. You would subscribe to your own list in GVO through one of your 8-step squeeze pages. You would put in your name, your email, and that way you can see every email that comes, and then when you broadcast or add messages to it, you get to see true how they're going to look in your email box when you read them. So always subscribe to your own campaigns. When you set up a campaign, like we did of your 8 steps, use one of your squeeze pages and subscribe to it so you can definitely test the process. I just clicked on the subscribe button under Samuel's squeeze page, and it brings me to the sign up page for Samuel for your 8 steps. So that's set up correctly. And then what I'll do is go to my email and make sure the email showed up correctly for Samuel, because like I said, I set this up for him because I needed a volunteer. And that's it. That's how simple it is to set up building your list. I mean, you can do this whole process and have all your squeeze pages set up very quickly. I mean, I could have ran through this super fast. I could have set these up in 10 to 15 minutes, everything that we just went through, but I went through it slower so that people who have never done this before can realize that how simple and easy it is. It's just a process, and we're more than willing to walk you through it or help you through it or anything of the sort to get you on the right path, the right step, and succeeding online. But if you're not building your list, I can't stress it enough, you are never going to succeed online. I mean, if you want to make $25 a month, okay, well, then you can accomplish that without building your list. But you're never going to make $500, $1,000 a month, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000. You're never going to make those kind of money without building your list. It just will not happen. And I can't stress that enough. So if you haven't started following the steps in your 8 steps yet, I really encourage you to do so, because they're set up to help you succeed and build your business the correct way, and not be jumping from one thing to another thing, because this is the process, building your list. This is how you get referrals. This is how you make commissions. This is the correct process. We've been doing this a long time. I messed around my first 2 years. I didn't make no money. And, that's the thing, is your 8 steps is the correct process you need, and to make any amount of money online that your heart desires. You just multiply the process of what we do. So, other than that, I hope this really hits home as somebody that hasn't started building their list, and you take action now and log into your 8 steps, or join it if you haven't yet, and start following the steps exactly and start setting up your autoresponder. I mean, you can join GVO for $1 trial for 7 days, and after that, GVO is $9.97 a month. That is cheap. And GVO is a fantastic company and is owned by some great people, and they own Pure Leverage as well, and Pure Leverage is another great autoresponder. The commissions are bigger in that one because the autoresponder costs more. They give different products for you. They also give you a done-for-you blog. So you could join in Path 1, Pure Leverage. In Path 2, we have GVO. We have 2 paths written out here because 2 different price points to make it more affordable for everyone, because where you're starting at. Me personally, I would take Pure Leverage because Pure Leverage is going to make you bigger commissions. But it's the same setup. Everything I just went through in GVO for the autoresponder, that's exactly how you do it in Pure Leverage. You basically scroll down on the left-hand side, go to Level 1 Marketing Suite in Pure Leverage, click on that, and then you click on Autoresponder. And when you go to your autoresponder, it's the same identical setup for the autoresponder as it is in GVO. So there's nothing different. So that's what I want to make sure, is just to let you know how clear this is, how simple it is. You just got to take action and start doing it so that you can start making some real money online. And anytime you need any help, just let us know. Send us an email, or reach out to us on Skype or through our Facebook fan page. And we look forward to working with you and helping you. Other than that, have a great day.